there is a very valid reason why so many people don't believe in telekinesis, and why do they think it's completely crazy or childish to believe in it. As someone who has practiced telekinesis for quite a long time right now and have contemplated on the context itself so many times in so many different ways, I have an answer why. And it's because people have a very unrealistic idea of telekinesis. The way it's portrayed in movies or in media or anywhere really we look for it, is just simply unrealistic. It's almost portrayed as a fantasy. And that's usually where we see it, in fantasy stories or fantasy movies. So no wonder that people usually see it as childish to believe in it, because it seems like a cool fairy tale. But anything can be portrayed in a fantasy way, doesn't mean it doesn't exist. It's just a little bit decorated in a way that it will seem more cool. And that's also why so many people want to do it as well. Hey, there's not only negatives about it. And even though it might be cool to learn it from that perspective of fantasy and something so cool, and like, just it has also some effects of it, and that might be that you might also have a trouble learning it with that mindset. So not only does it give an unrealistic image for people who are skeptical about it, but also for people who try to learn it, and that might be quite a big blockage. So if you're someone who tries to learn it, here's a tip, here's an idea. Maybe don't think about it in such an unrealistic way. I don't hide the fact that if you think about it in such fantastical way, it might actually help you if you have a big imagination. Which, hey, I have always hated the fact that I'm a naive person, but if you can use it up to your advantage, why not? But if you're someone who is quite skeptical and see telekinesis in very unrealistic way, you should maybe think about cooling it a little down. Because telekinesis rarely looks like it's being portrayed in the movies. For example, there's rarely any action going on, there's rarely things flying around in the air, and angry people and fighting going on. It's usually just you on your desk trying to move something. Second of all, find some kind of idea that would better portray the concept of telekinesis for you. I have noticed myself, and here's a video about it, that there's a very big misconception about the context of telekinesis, about what it is. The definition itself does not give quite realistic image of it. It can happen especially if we don't have any explanation for something. So listen, just find a way to explain to yourself. My favorite explanation for it is just the fact that everything has consciousness, and I can adapt to that consciousness because objects has a fluid consciousness, so I can easily connect to it and in the effect of it move through it. Because I like to also believe that we do not move objects as a separate beings with the object, we just move through it, we just become the object. Which doesn't make us someone who controls the objects, it just makes us someone who shares the consciousness with the objects for a while. I hope that video helped you. Let me know what you think in the comments down below, and thank you so much for watching. Have a great day.